Hey guys, welcome back to Massive MMJ channel. Today's video is a continued part of passing package second PUC final exam 2021-2022 for subject mathematics. Yes. So now last video nalli part D nalli henge 30 on 30 score ಮಾಡಬಹುದು smart way ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ. And in this video I'm going to teach you how to score 30 on 30 from part C. Part C nalli 18 question ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ for this year pattern. And you have certain 10 question each carries 3 marks andre totally 30 marks score ಮಾಡುವಂತ opportunity ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So how to score 30 marks easily from part C ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. So let's get started. ಈಗ let's start with the relations and functions. So relations and functions ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು 3 marks questions ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So one 3 marks question will become. Okay, so one 3 marks question ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ equivalence relation. ಒಂದು relation ನ define ಮಾಡಿ on the given particular set they'll ask you to prove or check whether the given relation is equivalence relation ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you have to show that the given relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive and each carries one marks and ನೀವೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನ reflexive, symmetric and transitive if you write everything properly you will be getting 3 marks. So equivalence relation 3 marks equivalence relation ಇಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ relations and functions ಇಂದ. Okay, so that is from the exercise 1.1. So if you have to name the exercise, so exercise 1.1 and you ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ you can score 3 marks from relations and functions. ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ತುಂಬಾ important questions ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ prove that the, for example the relation is defined on one particular set A and the relation is defined as A comma B belongs to this relation if A minus B mod of A minus B is given, or it can also be given as a multiple of 2 and it can also be given as multiple of 4. Okay, this type of questions are very important. Idar mele concentrate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು and ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ತರ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ the given relation is defined on the lines, the set of lines and the relation is defined as L1 comma L2 can belong to this relation if and only if L1 is parallel to L2. Idra perpendicular ಕೇಳಬಹುದು and set of triangles ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಳಿ triangle 1 and triangle 2 belong to this relation if triangle 1 is similar to triangle 2 or congruent to triangle 2. So all these are the options. Mainly this type of questions or relations A comma B belongs to this relation if A is less than B, A square is less than B square, or A is less than B cube. All these are of the type. Okay, so you have to concentrate on most of these cases. Okay, relations and the equivalence relation mele. So one question we have prepared. Aita, so relations and totally need 10 questions attend ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. If you have to score full 30 on 30 at least on 12 or 13 ಆದ್ರೂ attend ಮಾಡಿರಬೇಕು. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ದಿರ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಪ್ಪುಗಳಾಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನೀವು you will be writing plus ಗೆ minus ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಾ, minus ಗೆ plus ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಾ. So ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ದಿರೋ ತಪ್ಪುಗಳಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So let us not be overconfident. At least you have to write 2 or at least 2 extra questions. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So one question will be from relations and functions. Next, when you come for inverse trigonometric function, so this will be equivalence relation. So when it comes for inverse trigonometric functions, it will be asked on the formulas like tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus x into y. So this type of questions will be asked. Okay, so ee taradra mele you have to concentrate much. And if you have to score full, of course you have to practice all the problems from exercise 2.2. So ಯಾವ exercise ಇಂದ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ exercise 2.2. Okay, ಇದರಿಂದ inverse trigonometric functions ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 marks questions ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Next, when it comes for matrices ಇಂದ ಯಾವ್ದು 3 marks questions ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ one is elementary transformation. Find the inverse on the matrix koto. Of course it will be 2 cross 2 matrix, 3 cross 3 matrix kodala because it's going to be very lengthy. So on the 2 cross 2 matrix koto, find the inverse of that matrix using the elementary operation anta keltare. You have to find the you have to find the inverse of the matrix using the elementary operation. So this is one question, and ಎರಡು questions ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ matrix ಇಂದ. So one question will be on the elementary operation, other one will be on symmetric and skew symmetric matrix ಆಯ್ತಾ. So symmetric and skew symmetric matrix ಮೇಲೆ symmetric and skew symmetric. Okay, on this there will be one question. So idrinda one question sigute. So totally new relations and functions, trigonometric functions, matrices okode 4 questions attend ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So in a 6 questions ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ. So you have to make sure that you're not making any mistakes. That is very important. ಆಯ್ತಾ, when you're writing or matrices ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲೆ 2 ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಕೆಳಗೆ 1 ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಮೇಲೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಕೆಳಗೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So you have to be mindful when you're writing the answers, and you have to be concentrating on what you have writing. So symmetric and skew symmetric ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು matrix ಕೊಟ್ಟು write the given matrix as a sum of symmetric and skew symmetric ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. For example, when matrix is given and if they ask you to write the given matrix sum of symmetric and skew symmetric, and you have to write this as sum of 1/2 into a plus a dash and 1/2 into a minus a dash. Okay, so these is a symmetric matrix and this is a skew symmetric matrix, and we are writing it as a sum. So this is equal to a. ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೊಂದರ ಏನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬಹುದು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟಫ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬಹುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ they may ask you like prove that AB plus BA is symmetric matrix, AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix, and ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬಹುದು prove that A plus A dash is a symmetric matrix and A minus A dash is a skew symmetric matrix. So all of the chances are that if you're studying symmetric and skew symmetric, you have to be perfect with all of this type. Okay, so this is all about matrices. Matrices, the inverse of the element. You find the inverse using elementary operation, and skew symmetric and symmetric mele kelo chances. Totally, if you study equivalence relation, inverse trigonometric functions, and last exercise and matrices, you'll be getting totally 4 questions. The next baradu determinants. Determinants in the yav keltare ma'am. So if you want to know which question will be asked from determinants andre, so one will be on property of the determinants. The properties of the determinants ella tumba properties ide tana eno adu when you want the determinant bardirtira. Okay, so this value will be some constant k. So numbers, some numbers will be there, and value of that will be some constant k. So if you exchange any row with any row, for example ನಾನು second row na first row ಬರೀತೀನಿ, first row na second row ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ again determinant value does not change. Determinant ಹಂಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. That is one of the property. ಇದನ್ನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು determinant ತಗೋಬೇಕು. For example 2 3 1 5 6 2 7 9 7 9 3 ಈ ತರ ತಗೊಂಡು, for example ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. they'll ask you show that the determinant value will not be altered if the 2 rows exchange or 2 column exchange ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So you just have to show. For example, second row will write it as the first row 5 6 2, and first row will write it in the second row. You will get the same answer and that means you have to show that you will get the same value, that is k. Okay, so ಈ property ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನ there are many properties which are important. For example, if you exchange 2 pairs of rows or 2 pairs of column, ಒಂದೇ ಪೇರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಇದು ಕೆಳಗಿರೋದು ಮೇಲೆ ಇರೋದು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ value does not change. If you exchange second row first row ಮತ್ತೆ exchange ಮಾಡೋದು, ಮತ್ತೆ second row na third row ಜೊತೆ you are applying operation 2 times, then the value of the determinant does not change, but the sign changes. Like sign changes to its opposite. If it is plus k, then it becomes minus k. If it is minus k, then it becomes plus k. So there are certain properties in the determinant. So one question will be compulsory on properties of determinants. Okay, so don't worry about the problems. Adralli ma'am namge problems idiyalla, that they'll ask for 3 marks, so that they'll ask for 4 marks. Okay, problems idiyalla property on determinant, that they are going to ask on the 4 marks. Okay, idenidranu 3 marks ke kelodu, just property ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. apply the property or show that property ಅಂತ. ನೀವು ABC ನೇ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮಾಡೋ necessary ಇಲ್ಲ. You can just put the numbers and also show that the property holds good. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಒಂದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರೋದು. ಟೋಟಲಿ ನಾವು 5 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಚೆಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಚೆಕ್ ವೆದರ್ ದ ಗಿವನ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So this is one of the types. So totally now relations and function, inverse trigonometric function, matrices and determinants of we can attend 5 questions. Very simple, is it not? So we have attended already 5 questions. So let's go for the next chapter, which is differentiation. Is it not? Yeah. So differentiation in the yes questions ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ma'am. Differentiation in the 2 questions ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So one will be on a parametric form. For example, x is equal to 2at square and y is equal to 80. Find dy by dx ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅಥವಾ x is equal to 8 times of x minus cos theta and y is equal to 8 times of sin theta. Find dy by dx ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Okay, so these are the options. ಈ ತರ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. This is one compulsory. So differentiation is 2 questions ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. This is one of the kind. And exercise ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ this comes in the exercise 5.6. Okay, exercise 5.6 in the ಈ ತರ question parametric form ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, and you can attend that. Next type ಯಾವುದು ma'am? Rolle's theorem and mean value theorem. This is very important. One question ಪಕ್ಕ. Rolle's theorem and mean value theorem. You don't have to do or anything of this. You just have to verify. ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. You have to check whether the Rolle's theorem holds good for that function in that particular interval, or whether you have to verify whether the mean value theorem holds good for the given function in that particular interval. ಅಷ್ಟೇ, you just have to check that. So totally ನೀವು differentiation with all other ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು you can attend 7 questions. Oh my god, ನಾನು 3 questions ಮಾತ್ರ ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಲ್ವಾ? So let's note it all of them, then I'll clear the board now. So ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ಇವಾಗ? 7 questions ಆಯ್ತು. In 3 questions ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. Okay, let us go for applications of derivatives now. Applications of derivatives ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, applications of derivatives, find the intervals in which the given function is increasing and decreasing. ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, we have already done the video on applications of derivative. Please go to our channel, applications of derivative. I explained how to find the intervals, how to differentiate between local maxima, local minima, absolute maxima, absolute minima, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Please go through it. And yes, find the intervals in which the given function is increasing and decreasing. ಇದೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಒಂದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ applications of derivatives. So +1 ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು? 8 questions ಆಯ್ತು. So 9 integrals ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ partial fraction method ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So find the integral using a partial fractioning method. So that is one of the kind. Partial fraction ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪಕ್ಕಾ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, and that is from the exercise 7.3. Exercise 7.3 in the for sure you will be having one question on the partial fraction. Next ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು? 2 questions ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ integrals ಅಂತ. So e for x into f of x plus f dash of x ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇದೆ. Okay, integrals ಅಲ್ಲಿ e for x into f of x plus f dash of x form. That is from exercise 7.6 ಅಲ್ಲಿ you go through the question number 17 to 22 and also verify the example problem which is related to this type. So you can solve all the problems. Like ಇದನ್ನ ಎರಡು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ +2 ಎಷ್ಟು 10 questions. Then we just have to attend 10 questions. ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ 10 questions you can ಆರಾಮ್ಸೆ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರಲ್ಸ್ ಓದಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ then you have to go for differential equations or applications of integrals. I think we have completed 10 questions now. Yeah, applications of integrals ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ applications of integrals ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ಒಂದು 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. 5 marks ಗೆ ಲೆಂಥಿ ಇಡೋದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. For example, find the area enclosed with a circle or ellipse or 2 curves or a curve and line. ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ you will get for 5 marks. If you have to study a very simple problem like find the area enclosed within a parabola, okay, and with a line where y is equal to 2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so this type of problem you just have to find the area of this. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್. ಇದರಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲಿ 11 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರಲ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸಾಕು. ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರಲ್ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್. That a very simple problem. Don't go for very lengthy and complicated one. So that's after the differential equation in the ma'am now oodthivi andre you have to study variable method. Differential equation in the you have to study a variable separable method. Variable separable method. We don't go for homogeneous differential equation method because it's very lengthy. Lengthy ಆದರೆ they cannot give it for 3 marks, either you cannot give for 5 marks. 5 marks ಕಷ್ಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ there is a chance of homogeneous differential equation. Otherwise or linear differential equation method ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. So you don't have to worry about that. So variable separable method. Ma'am exercise ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you have to go through the exercise 9.4. Okay, variable separable method. Okay, for example ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ dy by dx is equal to 1 plus y square into 1 plus x square ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ x square term na you have to bring it with respect to dx and y square term na you have to bring it with respect to dy. Okay, so bring this term this side, it comes to denominator. Is it not 1 plus y square is equal to 1 plus x square into dx. Now you just have to integrate both the sides. Integrate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು and you have to find the answer. So ಇದೊಂದು ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ you will get one question extra ಆಯ್ತು. So 12 questions totally prepare ಆಗಿರ್ತೀರಾ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 10 exactly ಬರಿಬೇಕು and you have to write 2 more extra ಅಂದ್ರೆ you can write 2 more extra from this. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾ ಬಂತು. ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾದಲ್ಲಿ we cannot decide which is the compulsory question ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ we cannot tell. You have to prepare for everything. The EMAS you're getting 2 questions from vector algebra. I think you have to worry about this type of problem like a plus b plus c is equal to something 3 and more, and magnitude of vector a is equal to 2, magnitude of vector b is equal to 3, magnitude of vector c is equal to 4. Then find the value of vector a dot vector b plus vector b dot vector c plus vector c dot vector a. So this type of problem I can tell you, otherwise you have to study all the problems. When it comes for 3D geometry bandre, you will be getting 2 questions from this and coplanarity check madak heltare. For example, they'll give you 4 vectors, vector a, vector b, vector c and vector d, and they'll ask you to show that all these 4 vector lies on the same plane, or they may give you like check the coplanarity of these 4 vectors anta kelbodu. So you have to coplanarity condition na use ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು you have to find the coplanarity of this. ಅಂದ್ರೆ AB vector find ಮಾಡಿ, BC vector find ಮಾಡಿ, CT vector find ಮಾಡಿ, ಅದರದ್ದು determinant ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದಾಗ if you get it is equal to 0, then other components x component, y component, z component ಬರ್ದು if it is equal to 0 then it is coplanar. If it is not equal to 0 then it is not coplanar. 3D geometry ಇದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ intersection of plane. For example, one question ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು question ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮೇಲೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಇದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್. Okay, so 3D geometry ನಲ್ಲಿ equation of plane of intersection. ಈಗ ಎರಡು ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಇದೆ which is the intersection between these two. Find the equation of this plane ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. You have to use the formula of the intersection between the 2 planes and one point ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. To find the lambda you have to substitute that and you have to find the equation. So this is the one question on the 3D geometry. Probability ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ they may ask you from the third exercise of the probability for 3 marks. So this was all about how to score 30 on 30 from part C. Right, so now hard work jodege ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ smart work ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. And scoring 100 on 100 in mathematics is not at all easy. You have to practice more and more to get analyze the things properly and make sure you're not doing any mistakes and come to know where the mistake you're doing on. So all these things are very important for scoring out of 4. Right, so practice more, work hard, so definitely you can also score out of 4 in the coming final exam. Right, so thank you so much. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe, like, share and comment. Nam channel alli ella tarada important videos or important questions will be uploading, and next videos nanu part B nallu ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, part A nallu ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ try ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ನೀವ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಮೇಲೂ ನಾನು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅವೆಲ್ಲಾ ವಿಡಿಯೋನು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ you have to keep following us. For that, please subscribe to our channel, bell button press ಮಾಡಿ, and thank you so much for watching this video.